Paula Badosa was asked about Igor Swiatek's words from yesterday regarding the crowd, and just a reminder about what Swiatek said about the crowd. She said, or asked the French crowd not to scream during the points, saying, "I have huge respect for you guys, and I know we're playing for you, but sometimes under a lot of pressure when you scream during the rally, it's really hard to be focused." I usually don't bring this up because I want to be a player that's in the zone and focused, but this is serious for us. We're fighting our whole lives to be better and better. Sometimes it's hard to accept that. The stakes are big, there's a lot of money to win. Losing a few points may change a lot. Please guys, if you can support us between the rallies but not during, that would be great. I hope you're still gonna like me because I know the French crowd might get some players they don't like and boo. But I love you guys and always love playing here, so let's continue that. She handled this well, says the tennis letter. But coming back to that point, Badosa was asked about it. She says that Swiatek, she cannot complain because she played, or rather Badosa plays on court 8 and court 9. You can hear everything. Perhaps she's misinterpreting the point. Perhaps she's talking about how she can hear the outside noises on the courts in between play. Meanwhile, on Susan Longland, Felipe Trattoria, the bigger courts, you're quite condensed, you're quite confined, you can't hear a lot of outside noise, so the only noise you can hear are the crowd in the actual stadium making the noise. She's very lucky, but also she deserves to play in these courts, to be fair. But I don't mind. As I said, I played in small courts these days, and I was hearing so much noise. In that moment, I'm just so focused on myself and on my match that it doesn't really bother me. Honestly, I like when the fans cheer and all this, because I get pumped. Look, we had a very tough situation years ago, when we were playing without fans with the COVID situation. So now for me, I'm so happy they are back, and the answer cut off there. But pretty much saying that she's happy to have the crowd, she doesn't mind the noises. Meanwhile, Medvedev had a different take on it and said, yes, he saw Iga's match, didn't watch her interview. It was a great match and a great comeback. It's very tough to judge the crowd because you have the unofficial or official rules. Don't interrupt the players before second serve when they're ready to serve and during the point. Personally, I like it because I don't know if there's any other sports like tennis or golf have it because it's so technical. I would say every millimeter of a movement you change, the ball is going to go to a different side. So you know, if someone screams in your ear, your serve, you could double fault. That's as easy as that. That's not good. As the other side, if there would be no rule and it would be allowed all the time, I think we would get used to it. Now, what happens is that 95% of matches, tournaments, it's quiet. And then when you suddenly come to Roland-Garros and it's not, it disturbs you. And it's a grand slam, so you get more stressed and it's not easy. This video is sponsored by Soccer Atos. Check out their website for quality football and sports merchandise. Use code SPORT for 10% off at checkout. Djokovic also weighed in on the situation, just to condense his answer. Pretty much said it's always different atmosphere. Perhaps the French players sometimes like to go for the home players. Perhaps it goes too far, as in the case of Goffin, who was spat on, I'm pretty sure. You have to find a balance. Balance between tradition and the modern world of sports, but also talking about how tennis is not football, tennis is not basketball, tennis is its own sport with a particular rule set, particular tradition. It's not okay when you are to heckle and disrespect players. It's not to be tolerated. But as Djokovic loves to do, he says here, sometimes you need to face somebody that is heckling you, and all you can do is smile. And we all know about Djokovic doing that. You know what? Maybe he's calling out some players saying you have to deal with it. You have to take it head on and use it as motivation if someone's going to be heckling you. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys believe is to be your opinion on this situation. Personally, I side with somewhere in the middle. Swiatek perhaps needs to get a bit more mentally strong, absorb the hecklers, absorb the haters, as long as it doesn't go too far, as long as they're not talking, interrupting during the point. You need a little bit of atmosphere in the stadium, and you know what? Deal with it because it's not that bad. But one more point I do want to make, please like and subscribe and turn on notifications because I believe there's an issue going on with this channel at the moment regarding videos going out to your sub box. So if you want to stay up to date with this channel, please make sure to have notifications on and even search up Sportic in the YouTube search bar until this issue gets resolved. That being said, we'll see what happens at Roland-Garros in the coming days, and until next time.